Welcome back to another Sunday prep day. As every Sunday, I'm just going to prepare some things for the week. So all my veggies, and I'm going to make a tzatziki, and I'm going to make some hard-boiled eggs. So I'm taking these eggs, I'm putting them in my Ninja Foodi, add some water, and then I'm going to get my pressure lid, valve closed, put it on high pressure for 5 minutes. So we're going to do pressure cook for 5 minutes, then a natural release for 5 minutes, and then we're just going to cool them down. So while that is going, we'll get started on the veg, and we'll get into the menu. So I'm just going to cut up some onion that's going to go in several meals. So yeah, as always for lunch on Sunday, I'm going to have some sandwiches. I'm going to have some ham sandwiches, and I'll put some cucumber on, and maybe some lettuce, and some hard-boiled egg, I think. I might add some cheese as well and make it like a Dutch broodje gezond, which literally translates as a health sandwich, but I don't think it's really that healthy because it has like so much on it. Usually mayo as well. So, because like I said in almost all my videos, I'm diabetic. I had to cut carbs, and the easy way for me to do that was to cut them from lunch completely. But I do miss bread, so on the weekend I have my cheat days, and I'll have some bread then for lunch. But all my other lunches are low carb, keto friendly. And then for dinner tonight, I'm gonna have some gyros on some flatbread. So again, I'll put some lettuce on. I have some rocket and some onions, some chilies, some peppers, and of course the gyro meat and the tzatziki. So, and then for Monday, I always do meatless Mondays. For lunch, I'm gonna do a salad, and I'll do that with cucumber, what else, peppers, and in this case I'm also gonna do the hard-boiled eggs because I want a bit of protein. And then for dinner, I'm gonna do some vegan tacos. I've been kind of into those lately, so I'll use some lentils and just a whole bunch of veggies really, and that would be delicious. And then we're on Tuesday. I think I'm gonna do some broccoli with some sausage, though I could do some cauliflower as well, or some green beans. I have all three, and it's kind of like a luck of the draw which I'm gonna have which day exactly and what combination of protein. So, and then for dinner, I do Taco Tuesdays. I'm gonna make some quesadillas. So I have some sausages that I'm gonna use the meat, and I'll put in a bunch of veggies like peppers, onions, chilies, and some cheese, obviously, to make quesadillas. And then we're on Wednesday. Wednesday, again, broccoli, cauliflower, or green beans, whichever I feel the mood for. And I'll just have that with sausage, or I have some chicken drumsticks. I have some peeled cloves of garlic. I'm gonna save one bigger one. I'm gonna leave that whole to grate into the tzatziki, and the rest I'm going to dice up for my quesadillas, my tacos, pasta, all of those things. Then on Wednesday for dinner, I think we were at, I'll do a chicken curry, and I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do rice with that or if I'm going to do some naan. I have some store-bought naan that I can use, but I can also just get some rice, maybe with some cilantro. We'll just see. That's one of the things why I like prepping ingredients, because I can still change things. And then we're on Thursday. On Thursday, I think I'm going to do a low-carb stir-fry. So I have this zero-carb rice, which isn't actually rice, it just looks like rice. And I'll just stir-fry that with a bunch of veggies and some chicken. And then for dinner, I'm going to make some pasta. Haven't decided yet what kind of pasta, but it'll have lots of veggies in it. And then we're on Friday. Friday, again, cauliflower or broccoli or green beans, whichever I have left over, with some fish, I think some salmon. And then for dinner, I bought some you know, the square piece of fish that's covered with like the breadcrumbs and seasoning and all that stuff. So I'll have that with basically whatever veggie I have left over, and some potato wedges. So that fish, yeah. And then yeah, that should be through all the vegetables that I've prepped. And right now I'm just cutting up some cucumber for my salad. And I will also chop some up for my sandwich. Alright, and then this cucumber, I'm gonna grab a bowl. This is the bowl I'll use for my tzatziki. So I'm just gonna grate that in real quick. And while I'm grating, let me also grab that 1 clove of garlic and grate that in. And I'll just drain off most of this liquid. You can absolutely squeeze out all the moisture from the cucumber, but I like the texture a little runnier, so I'm not going to do that. Next up, we'll do some carrot. And for this, I'll get my julienne slicer, because I want to use some for my vegan tacos. And I want it pretty fine, but not as fine as grating it would be. I think that is enough for my tacos. And the rest of this carrot, I'll just cut the top off. I'm not peeling these because these are washed and the skin is pretty thin. So, but for my curry, for my pasta, for my stir fry, I'll just get some nice slices, nice and thin. Then some broccoli, again for one of the meals for lunch. And I'm just taking the florets off and cutting these smaller if I need to. That's enough for 1 or 2 portions. Save the stems because you can use them for stir fries and the like. And then I also wanted to do a meal with some cauliflower, so I'm just going to take these rosettes off as well. And the same for the broccoli. If they're a bit big, I'll cut them down a little bit, but make them about portion or bite size. Then next up we have some peppers, some different colors, because why not? And these are gonna go in my salad and in my quesadillas and in my pasta, my stir fry. So for my salad, I'm gonna cut some strips. And the other half I'm going to cut into cubes for my quesadillas and my stir fry and all those things. And these pointy peppers are a different shape, but I'm going to do the exact same thing basically. Cut them in half, clean them out. And then for my salad, I'll cut them into strips. That's the 5 minutes up, but I'm going to leave it to natural pressure release for a couple more minutes. And then the rest of this pepper I'm going to cut into strips the long way around. And then into cubes. And then the exact same with this green. Next up, some chilies. Same thing as the peppers. For the pasta, for the quesadillas, for the stir fry. So I have a bunch of different colors. And these red and green ones, I'll just cut with the seeds in, because these are pretty mild. This yellow one is quite a bit hotter, so I will take the seeds out of that. And then last but not least for the chopping, some cilantro. I'm not going to use the whole bunch, but I want some mostly for garnish for my quesadillas and maybe to put in my my rice. If I have my curry with rice, again, mostly for garnish. And just run the knife through, get it nice and fine. Okay, that's all the chopping done. I'm gonna put everything away that I don't need, and then when I come back, I'll make the tzatziki, and yeah, the egg should be done by then as well. So I'll just put them in an ice bath. So yeah, back in a moment. So my eggs are cooling down, and just a reminder, I have my grated cucumber and 1 clove of garlic, and to that I'm going to add a little bit of lime. That would be a waste to not zest it as well, so I'm just going to do a little zest, and then I'm going to cut it in half. And juice that right in. And then I'll add a pinch of salt and some dill. If you have some fresh mint, you can totally use that as well, but I don't. And then I'm gonna add some of this Greek yogurt and give that a little mix. Give that a little taste, see if it needs anything. That needs a little more salt and a bit more dill. Yep, that's just right. Yeah, so that's my tzatziki done. My eggs are cooling down, so I'll peel those in a bit. All my veggies are done, so I'm ready with my prep for the week. So if you like this kind of content, I do this every single Sunday. Sometimes I prepare a few things like this, sometimes I get a bit more involved. Depends on what I've planned for my menu. But yeah, if you like this, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.